I just resting while I'm running. I'm still working. Hi there, mateys. Welcome back again. So I came for the run up to the hill. It's really hard as many as I can. So I walk into the mall, makes it cool, and Walmart makes it cool too. So I saw Mackenzie while she's working on a buckle today. So she leaves to go back to the school for the WASU and CW in 2 weeks until August 2nd. She literally leave me there for the Pullman from here. So I miss her a lot. I feel everything to feel a lot about it, feel long times. So I feel missed the Walmart for the last 10 months ago. So I let him buy him go. So for no reasons. So what I'm doing is talking and arguing or pushing the hitting the harassing, pushing the pitching, and it don't want to know about harassing and insulting. I just wanted to myself to keep my hands to myself again. Long time. So Raymond's has old friend. Same lights at the same dance again. Oh, this is fire truck. I seem to realize it hits long times. Maybe he could say what? It's pretty old. Pretty soul say what? 8 years is a long time. 8 years is a long time. So it's gonna be a serious problem, guys. So I was doing my job while I'm doing my video stuff. Exercise is doing your best thing so ever. We have to do something, Is it all I have to know about the regrouping before that? That's what I'm thinking, guys. That's the one I gonna have to stop running. That's why I'm gonna have to stop eating too much food. So that kept me about biggest first ever. If I had to do eating hungry breakfast, lunch, snack, and dinner, it's gonna be too much fat. It's gonna be too much food in my stomach. So it grows up when my belly is. It keeps me a deliberately disappointment. So how to get to lose your fat about the 45 pounds? Do 580 calories, and just like the health class, like Miss Horn, and it is almost about the last 7.5 years ago. So I was not gonna have exactly what it has supposed to mean. I had to do special educational about a long time. So since I went to the 8th grade for welcoming for the exercises time about 2009. So Washington D.C. I have it the first time my brother and sister did, and my dad. I was in before and after, and I was in the fat. So a good thing a lot of people I was stressed out for I was the 14. So I was to figure out our band of walking. So Frankie learns how to run crossing the street. So but he can't play football anymore. So the reason they're gonna have for the 4 interestings, there isn't really so it does matter. So I just need to know about watching your weights about 60 to 90 minutes, and to do so at about 30 more minutes to the less. Um, I just suggesting what do you have to about where will you guys go? Whether you guys go to the 5 and 10K triathlon, do swimming, biking, and running, like if 1 to 2, 1 to 3rd, and like Olympics 2017 on a 660 channels. Due to my HD viewers today, like 65 million of them. So I don't know about the reason that I can't tell anybody. So she barely knows Mackenzie knows how to about work out with his brother Jake and his dad and her brother and Jake and her dad for the good reason. Her mom, her best friends without me. I've been a throwback on last 3 years ago since I went to the senior year for the high schools. So I joined in for the track for Mr. Fry and Coach Mullen and Fox Mullen and thanks to the reckoning, Mr. Dittis. Mr. Dittis is cool, and he works to in the coaching, basketball coordinations, to announcements, and football Jaguars, and weight training. Lots to do, something for exercise this time. Same thing about very bossy right now. If a boss says he's busy right now, while he's working to do something about out and in the new teachers, we Parkers are left. So I left a lot to fill everything. It means to know about it, to deserve that for all the time. They know about each other. They know about the looking for you for a long time. Mackenzie misses me for a long time, for the last 10 months, so 9 months. I think it has the last 9 months. So when I saw Tammy Tusauk for the last October 1st, since when I sensed I was to the fan site for the first time, and Tammy Tusauk from Hannah Montana, Pretty Little Liars, and Hannah Montana Forever for the 4 seasons, and Jason Earls, Moises Arias, and guest stars for The Met Her with Toby Capel, and I seem familiar then about crucifixion with Jesus Christ, and he seemed like that about very reactions. His actor for the live actions he has about since behind the scenes, like since February 2015, and trailers on August 2nd. But he bears in what it's gonna do. Since I went to the Lost Wave about 2010, 7 years ago, and my dad just bought it about for the treadmill. Also, they have the Pro Form. That's where I'm supposed to be needs to do in here about 60 minutes for every day for exercise. So mostly we could have bought the maximum as the minimum. Exercises is really the best day videos there's ever. So I was watching about the lifefitness.com. So Scott Herman, Greg Plitt, rest in peace. Since Tom has to rest in peace for the ScottHermans.com, his wife was everything that about his words. Mostly they have for the communicating, and they're standing to lift the weights with the bicep curls and shoulder press and tricep extension, just with a standing like human. and just really because he was gonna to taking care of, was gonna have to stay strong, stay maximum, stay opportunity, and stay healthy. So if question is, I was about to do my self-conscious. I usually about my before. I usually about my brother need to be to figure it out before he loses about 55 pounds to the weight time, about 90-day transformations, and it's usually about the designation for the day one, the 90, and before we do it about the 2.5 months, so 90-day transformations. If you have to do exercises anytime, so you need to know how to loosen your weights, loosen about any time, need the different. I surely have to do. We're gonna have to figure it out, and accept that about have to do it about very most important. Just like that, just like about U.S. Marines, Army, Navy, Army National Guard, Coast Guard, and military air base and mission trip. It's a good reason to do exercising while they're doing the ascended to dare for the men, the women's health. So I bought this about Scott Eastwood, Terry Crews, and Alexander Daddario on my house in my room. So I get it. So do you know how much it costs a lot of the very interesting about good relationship with Mackenzie when I talking to her? So she's working with the communicating. She said that the already there, so no one knows. They have to really know about the glad you're back there. So it is about to really know about a really good been there about whole good a lot. The good riddance days, and those are my friend support on YouTubers, actors and actress, and fan size. And mostly according to histories about YouTuber 35,000 people, YouTuber peoples, like VidCon last month. So Logan Paul vlogs and his brother Jake watching the reaction to the Disney Channel. So the tiny paint list to guest star to Jesse, to Bunked, Camera Boys, and Descendants 2 for Dove Cameron, Booby Stewart, and Sophia Carson, and the China and McClain for Ant Farm. Hey, there, sir. Hey, bunny. What you doing? I'm trying to go about the walking. Just as funny. It's just a little bit funny, just walking about. Just stopping. Just go back crossing the street. Just trying to make sure to very good care of him. And what else, guys? So if he was the good reasons I have to figure out what he says, if I have to do something about very most important things, I would have to very something about most important. If it's something to do something about very good riddance important. It's a good resistant tubes. Why am I doing it? For my shoulders, by my stronger biceps and triceps. When it came to the back arms, is just don't get to judge anything. So if you do something with you, somebody else to do something very much moments. So I can't have them to do that to be separated. So with resistant tubes doesn't trust to do the separating. Only they can about that stay healthy as long as many as you can, um, is you gonna have to as you will get to choose, and you have been chosen once. You'll get started now. Um, it has to really good been there a whole lot thing, and same as to the good reasons. So it's about a long time to be about very serious to be promised, guys. As much as I really know, guys. As much as really as many as I can. Wanna get different too. What am I thinking? I'll still take a deep breath as many as I can. As you know, it means to go for where. For now, that's your freedom. Freedom as in democratical, as in the MTV's awards. I love Millie Bobby Brown. She was congratulated for on Stranger Things, and Zac Efron, the Alexander Daddario reaction to the MTV's awards and Baywatch, and she's gonna go to Movie Choice Awards on August 12th to 8 o'clock. So we were supposed to be here in about the August 12th. Same as in the defensive. According to history for the channels, I kind of love you guys to feel free to be to death. I kind of love things that I ever. Oh. I feel a sweater that I just drink some water from the freeze for the cup. What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do, mateys? What am I supposed to do? Hey! Oh, that's a lot of those flies around the army for no reasons, and doesn't bother me. Okay. I want to make sure that the mosquitoes doesn't bite me, and everything's could be okay. So there are no wolves in the forest. No wolves in the forest beyond the street, beyond the trails, and beyond the crossing of the road. They'll be killed and hunted or dead. Created the interest that it's not safe, or it could be the attack and saving the biker's life, but by him. Significant. Significant. I was a significant. Oh. Yeah. That's where we were good thinking, guys. So that's really gonna cut specials. I know that's specials, guys. This is the real family. The real family wants to be a very good friend ever. But I wanted to know about the good riddance things. So it has to do really something about longer as many as they can. So as many as you know about the guys already know the guy's nose. Team Creed and his two brothers was in prison to the barbershop for reaction to no reasons. So he's trying to give his money to pay his two adults to the haircuts. Except for the last 5 months ago. And Vander and Keon was Billy the apologizing, the black dudes. Reagan Dad returns to his home from his business somewhere for his business republic. He understands as saying anything. He would cut about the specials. I wanted to think about a really important thing about Cody. Cody, his brother, was togethering. Before the aftermath, what he says, I was gonna figure out. I was gonna have to say that about Veriso. But hopefully for the guest shows, so that's really gonna have very surprised me. That'll launch the good damn thing. So the notice it is true. That means true. That means surprise. That means it's aftermath. That means you ever know there was someone else to do. There has some moments. As it was supposed to do something before we were there. They don't even think about it. Don't even think about it so much as stupidity for me. For me? No, and nothing. It's water wet in the sidewalks. Wet in the sidewalks. Wet in the sidewalks. Now the neighbors turn the water on. This could be about turns green, not from yellow. My front of backyard is so much yellowed and the dead grass anytime, at all times. So much dead, guys. So much dead. You four, you are so much dead. This creator needs to buy the more water hose under the porch to the under the stairs to the front yard outside. Because they needed to know to turn the water on, makes it grow with the grass anytime, and the solitary, elusive, and goodly. It takes 30 minutes, guys. So I will gonna figure that out, mateys. So I will gonna have to say good riddance for you guys. Don't forget to subscribe to my content, to follow like Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Google, Find Cameras, Trace, Patreon, and Streamy, Gaming Challenge, Juggy Stories, Cock Story Talk, Tomalel Hangouts on the links in the description, on the YouTube, Actor Action, the fan side friends here, and lost my peoples here, and lost the peoples in the college and university students, guys, and my friends. Woo! Woo, 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 woo. I love unrated movies. Hell yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. That's where the black dude is singing along about the homies, guys. Like the homies. Boop 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 boop. Boop 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 boop. Boom 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 boop 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 boop. It's very funny, guys. Alright, guys. I love you guys to feel free to death. So I have to take in some the best day. So if I have to talk to her, I love you guys to feel free to death. So don't forget to keep your regimenties.